Welcome back to At Home. Well, Matt is eventually going to be going under hypnosis. We're going to attempt it anyway. Apparently it doesn't work for everybody, but this is something we want to try.
I have been hypnotized before, so Kathleen Milligan will be encouraged to know that.
That's great.
Because she is a certified hypnotherapist. And yes, so and that's the thing. Some people are and some people aren't able to, but you have to be willing, right?
Yes, you do have to be willing. The other thing, if you have a higher IQ and are very creative and can use your imagination, you're very hypnotizable. And I'm sure you're all those things.
Oh, all right. Yeah. Yeah. I'm not going to have to imagine that I'm a pregnant woman giving birth, am I?
No.
No.
Yeah, because this is kind of the angle we're taking on today, right?
Yes.
It's, well, obviously not with you, but that hypnosis can now be used to aid in childbirth, just to kind of relieve some of all the pressures that go along with it, right?
Yes. It's not something that is new. It's been going on for many, many years, and actually has been something that doctors recommend. Lamaze many years ago when it was developed is a breathing technique, but really it's a distraction so that women are focusing on something and not focusing on the pain, and that's what hypnosis does.
So it's not like you're making the pain go away, it's just you're distracting them from it.
And it's the change of perception. So
now you brought along one of your clients, Sarah Posen, and Sarah, you've gone through this experience and been hypnotized while in labor, right?
Yes, absolutely. And certainly the work that I did with Kathleen helped me. We started to work together in my 9th month of pregnancy, and it absolutely helped in the 9th month even, just feeling more relaxed and more comfortable. Those sessions to breathe deeply and relax felt great when I was so heavy and waddling around. And it also gave me a lot more confidence approaching labor. This was my first baby. I didn't know what to expect. Everyone tells you the horror stories.
Oh, don't they?
So it was really nice to kind of have some much more positive imagery to concentrate on. And then in labor with my daughter, I absolutely could use the relaxation and breathing techniques. It was not a pain-free labor, but I wasn't expecting it to be. But for my first baby, my labor lasted about 5 hours. So it really
that's pretty good.
It wasn't one of those 17-hour stories, and it really helped me relax and between contractions and everything. It was really good.
Now, Kathleen, with this process, obviously you need to, as Sarah was mentioning, you need to meet in advance. So how many meetings would you have, sessions would you have leading up to the actual birth?
Typically 4. I see clients starting at 28 weeks of pregnancy at the earliest, because with anything the pregnancy can be prolonged. People are feeling like they want to be doing something. At a certain point, 28 weeks is a good place to start. And at that point, every other week. In Sarah's case, it was in her last month, so we met weekly, but 4 minimum. And then there's some requirement for doing practice at home. So I send home discs, and it's a really nice way to end the day or start the day in hypnosis.
Now you're not there at delivery, right? I mean, this is all stuff that takes place prior to your actual delivery, right?
It is actually hypnosis and imagery, but it's also teaching self-hypnosis. When you say, can people be hypnotized, it's actually self-hypnosis that's happening, because I can't do anything. If somebody is willing, then they basically put themselves in hypnosis with my assistance.
So you're basically teaching them how to do it.
I'm teaching them how to do it. So when labor starts, that's where the mother goes, is into hypnosis, and then throughout the labor it becomes more and more relaxed, more deeper feeling, a deeper sensation of hypnosis.
So when you're actually in the process then, and when you actually realized, okay, I'm officially in labor, when did you start, you were able to think in your frame of mind, okay, this is what I need to do, and it just started happening?
Before I went to the hospital, I was in sort of the early stages of contractions. That's when I was actually playing some of the tapes that I had my homework tapes that I was using at home, just to sort of be as relaxed as possible, and then I would sort of feel the contraction, and then you just kind of go back into your relaxed place. And it really is something that Kathleen teaches you to do yourself. And it felt great. It was really.
Well, we all know it's better when we're relaxed. When anything we do, right? The stress just is not good.
Now, you said that you had 5 hours of labor. Is that right?
It was 5 hours of between getting to the hospital at about 2 centimeters dilated, and my baby was born.
That's not a long time.
No,
and you said in your experience that you were 2 hours?
2.5 hours.
Now, do you credit the hypnosis for speeding up the whole process, or is it?
Absolutely.
Now, okay, so how does that work?
With the uterus contracting, it's muscles that are contracting, and if muscles are contracting against stressed muscles, then it's contradictory, because the relaxed muscles are just soft and opening. So with hypnosis, the mother is relaxed, and the contractions are doing their work. If a woman is not in hypnosis, she may not be as relaxed as she could be, so she's working against the muscles, so they're not opening as quickly. The typical length of labor average, if a woman shows up at a hospital at 2 centimeters, they're looking at perhaps 8 hours at the least. A centimeter an hour is what they kind of gauge. And so for Sarah to go from 2 centimeters to fully dilated, and well, actually, 2 centimeters to birth in 5 hours is exceptional. The average amount of time in pushing is usually more than an hour, sometimes 2 hours of pushing.
Wow.
Now, you've had the experience, Kathleen, of having birth with an epidural, right?
I did, yes.
The first, and then the second one without, but with hypnosis.
Yes.
So you know the difference.
I do know the difference.
So your first labor was how long then?
The first labor was actually a fairly quick labor, but not quick. Not quick in the sense that the second one. My first daughter, it was an 8-hour labor. The complications was that she was breech. And so we had a lot of interventions at the time. I felt very out of control. I didn't know what to do. Nobody was telling me what to do other than don't push or don't move, or we'll see what position the baby's in. And it was very stressful, and it was something I never wanted to repeat. And so when it came time to have the second baby, I was looking for something. I wanted something to put in my back pocket so that when it was time, I had a backup plan. And it was hypnosis, and she was born in 2.5 hours.
There you go. And now
I would do it. If I didn't have to have the children, I would have the babies. I don't want a team.
No baseball team here.
Well, up next, Kathleen will attempt to hypnotize me. We'll see how that goes.
Yes. Yeah. We'll
I'm
attempt
ready.
that one right after this quick break. Please stay with us.